Hi guys, charity shop Gold or Garbage. Just the one item, little car, cost me 25 pence in Keynsham. Bernard Mealing Foundation was the charity shop. It doesn't quite work right, it's one of those ones with a pull cord on it. On the face of it, it works, but it jams. And I can see by looking inside that the clockwork motor mechanism is loose. So we'll have a look inside, see if we can do anything about that. Blue box, made in Hong Kong, number 3074. Screw there, a couple in there. There we go. Right. Okay, there's our little clockwork mechanism. Tiny bit rusty. Lovely old metal one. I love these old metal ones. And that's why it's rocking around, that little bit of plastic at the bottom there. Yeah. Before I try and get this back in place, we'll just have a better look at the actual motor mechanism. So there's our spring that gives us the power, or stores the power. And we've got this plastic item here. We've got a teeth on the outside, the gear. Then we've got this slot, which is where the string goes. So that's a pulley in effect there. So when we pull the string, that turns that and tight tensions the spring. On the axle we've got that brass gear there, that does not make contact with those teeth. There's another gear on the other side. Right, this one. The bigger side of it is the one that makes contact with that gear. And the smaller side of it is the one that makes contact with the plastic gear. And this has got a slot on the side, so that can actually slide up and down. The whole shaft that one's on slides up and down. When you actually pull the string, that gear and shaft is lifted up and we're tensioning the spring. When we release the string, that gear is actually pushed down. Oh, you can see the slot there, and that's when it makes contact with that gear and spins the wheels. So when you pull the string, the axle doesn't turn. When you release the string, the axle does turn. Pull string, spring tensions, axle doesn't turn, release string, that gear drops down, makes contact with the gear on the axle, and the wheels spin. So what I've got to do now is try and get this motor into this plastic area here, and then put something over here, a bit of glue, to hold it in place. I'll probably squirt some oil over this to lubricate it. I looked at the possibility of using super glue to glue these bits of plastic back in place, because those were the bits that were holding the motor in place, but I decided I just wouldn't get the strength in the joins. So instead of that, I've gone for 2-part epoxy, put a good layer of that all over there, It's that 5-minute stuff, so it's already gone hard, but I'm going to leave it overnight to cure properly. The rubber band is just there to hold it all still while the glue cures. I did consider using hot glue, my usual favourite, but then remembered that I want to oil these gears, and the oil is very likely to release the hot glue from the surface. It gets underneath it and acts as a release agent. So two-part epoxy seems to be a better option. So we'll leave that and come back tomorrow and see if it's worked. I've taken the rubber band off that was holding it in place while the glue dried. Glue should be nice and dry now. So I'll screw it back together and see if it works. I'll give it a try on the kitchen floor.